Rainy day, freezing outside? You've probably already know how bored dogs indoors can be a nightmare. They can turn into absolute menaces. If your pup is driving you nuts, don't just chalk it up to bad weather. Take action. But here's where it gets controversial. Most go-to indoor games aren't actually engaging enough for high-energy dogs. If you're tossing the same old toy to your dog in the same old way, you're setting yourself up for frustration while your dog still has energy to burn. Keeping your dog entertained indoors isn't impossible, but it does take more creativity than just grabbing a squeaky toy. Here's how to really keep them occupied and avoid turning your living room into a canine demolition zone. Let's start with indoor fetch, but not the lazy, toss it once and scroll your phone version. This needs some excitement. Clear a path. And if your dog's a fetch pro, challenge them by changing the direction mid-run or creating obstacles. Stack up pillows or boxes and watch them navigate like a furry stunt double. Dogs like variety, and without it, they'll lose interest faster than you think. Plus, a study from applied animal behavior science shows that dogs thrive on problem-solving activities, so give them a reason to think while they chase. Next, let's get into scent games. The Find It game isn't just cute. It's scientifically backed as one of the best mental exercises for dogs. Hide treats around the room, and according to research from Canine Cognition, your dog's nose will go into hyperdrive, stimulating their brain in ways a simple tug-of-war can't. Don't stop at treats. Try hiding their favorite toy or even a piece of clothing that smells like you. They'll sniff, search, and pounce like Sherlock Holmes on four legs. Speaking of tug-of-war, this game often gets a bad rap for encouraging aggression, but here's the truth. It's only a problem if you don't control the rules. Letting your dog win a few rounds isn't going to turn them into a power-hungry tyrant. In fact, experts at the American Veterinary Society of Animal Behavior say that structured tug-of-war strengthens your bond with your dog while giving them an outlet for their energy. Just make sure you decide when the game starts and stops. Otherwise, they'll be dragging the rope to you every 5 minutes. For your smarty pants pups, skip the generic sit and stay commands and teach something new. Trick training isn't just fun, it's a brain workout. Commands like spin, high five, and play dead keep your dog engaged and mentally stimulated. Dogs love learning because it means treats and praise, and studies show that mental stimulation can tire them out just as much as physical exercise. Feeling ambitious? Create a DIY obstacle course. Use chairs, cushions, or even broomsticks to set up jumps, tunnels, and weaving paths. It's like turning your living room into a mini agility arena. Your dog will love the challenge, and honestly, watching them figure it out is half the fun. According to Frontiers in Veterinary Science, agility exercises improve a dog's focus and reduce stress, perfect for those rainy days when they're bouncing off the walls. Now let's dial it back with the shell game. Hide a treat under one of 3 cups, shuffle them around, and let your dog sniff out the prize. This simple game builds problem-solving skills and focus, and honestly, it's hilarious to watch them try to figure it out. For an added challenge, use smaller cups or add more options. And for those moments when you don't have much energy, try follow the leader, walk around the house, stop suddenly, and make random turns. Your dog will have to stay alert and focus on your moves. It's a low-energy game for you, but keeps your dog mentally engaged and builds their responsiveness to your commands. Here's a story. One rainy afternoon, my dog Luna was full of energy, pacing around like she was about to stage a rebellion. We started with indoor fetch, but she quickly turned it into a game of leap over every obstacle I can find. Then I set up an impromptu maze with pillows and chairs, and she zoomed through it like a furry NASCAR pro. By the time we were done, she flopped onto her bed with a contented sigh, completely worn out. That's when I realized keeping her entertained wasn't just about tiring her out. It was about giving her a challenge and a purpose, even indoors. So, what's your dog's favorite indoor game? Drop your tips in the comments, because let's face it, every dog parent needs more ideas for surviving a bored pup on a bad weather day. Struggling to keep your dog entertained? Check out the next video for even more creative indoor games and training tips that'll save your sanity and your furniture. Struggling to keep your dog entertained indoors is tough, but it's just one piece of the puzzle when it comes to tips that'll save your sanity and your furniture. Wondering if you're meeting their overall exercise needs, or if there's more you can do? Check out the next video. It might completely change how you approach their daily routine.